Brought to you by...
As I have mentioned before, I am a huge fan of cosmic horror. I think this subgenre speaks so deeply to me because it often emphasizes two of the things that I fear most: the vast infinity of space and the crushing depths of the ocean. There's a factor of the unknown there that can't be quantified. It absolutely terrifies me to the core. We can't imagine the unfathomable horrors that could possibly exist out there, or what would happen if they came descending upon our very doorstep. In this deeply Lovecraftian tale, a romantic getaway for two troubled college sweethearts turns into a struggle for survival when unexpected guests and the surrounding environment exhibit signs of a mysterious infection that is slowly consuming the beach house. This is a story that's elements reach deep into the pages of Lovecraft. Not just in the cosmic terror sense, but by borrowing elements from color out of space directly. It utilizes color in certain sequences to create a strange, alien feeling to the threat that is descending upon our characters. There's an emphasis on details, the smallest fragments and particles swirling around within liquids, which in reality are things we never even notice, that are surrounding us every day. Yet there is an inherent fear in the idea that there could be something so dangerous within plain sight. They do this in this film so subtly, suggesting that there is something wrong with the water. It doesn't look any different, but it is described as feeling soft, as if something within it has changed. Like with many of these types of stories dealing with concepts beyond the complete grasp of man, the ideas are contrasted by our isolation to the viewpoints of these characters alone and secluded at this beach house. The performances throughout are perfectly presented to fit within the daunting and somber tone of the overall narrative. I thought it was a smart choice to give Emily's character a measure of understanding in the effects of what is happening around her, which for me created a believability in why she was able to survive as long as she did throughout this ordeal. It doesn't take long for the unsettling feeling that something isn't quite right to sink in. We are told early on that no one has been here for months, yet there's fresh food, dirty dishes, and someone's medication is in the medicine cabinet. We're introduced to these other characters who Emily wasn't expecting to be there, keeping her on an edge that she was hoping to avoid. A conversation ensues around the dinner table which sets up the entire cacophony of ideas that this film is dabbling with. The vast possibilities that exist within the vastness of our own world, and even beyond it, as well as the insignificance of our petty lives when compared to the horrors that might possibly exist out there. This film is gorgeously captured with stunning angles and cinematography, creating a haunting and desolate atmosphere straight from its opening minutes. It sells the foreboding nature of overbearing horrors that the characters are facing with a strong presence. Each angle in the film feels specifically chosen to illustrate the immensity of what these characters are up against. One angle in particular spoke measures to me. As we watch Mitch trudge out headlong into the vast, open expanse of the ocean, vanishing beneath the waters with purpose, it was as if he was surrendering to the will of something greater than himself, letting it consume him, for he is no match for the power and scale of it. In many ways, this one moment foreshadows the overpowering immensity of what our protagonists are up against over the course of the story, a force in which they cannot hope to escape, and the inevitability that Emily herself must come to terms with when she ultimately is forced to surrender herself to its will as well. Well, friends, that's going to be all for now. If you enjoyed this video, or you have suggestions for more films that you would like to see covered in the future, let us know down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and click that little bell icon to be notified on all of our future content. If you want to help ETF keep making content, please consider supporting us on Patreon. You don't have to give a lot, every little bit helps us stave off the darkness, and gets you some fun little rewards at the same time. Until next time, stay safe, keep embracing film, and thanks for watching.